Coverage that's focused on the facts.
I just wrapped up a call with the Trump campaign.
The waters have begun receding in southeast Queensland now. The cleanup begins.
No matter the time.
Welcome to this 6 News major breaking news we have for you.
No matter the place.
Yeah, sorry, I'm at the supermarket right now.
You'll always see it first right here on 6 News.
Hello, you're watching 6 News on the Hour. I'm Leonardo, Puglisi, the top source. Following right now, the post-Christmas heatwave set to begin just in time for the cricket as Aussies celebrate December 25 with friends and family. Anthony Albanese thanks those working today in his first Prime Minister's Christmas message, from those relaxing together to Australians who have Christmas central to their faith. Boxing Day sales forecast to break records, with more than $20 billion expected to be spent and more than a dozen dead and 200 million people affected as Americans are hit with a massive winter storm. Good evening, Merry Christmas. The post-Christmas heatwave is said to begin just in time for the Test cricket as Aussies celebrate December 25 with friends and family, the first Christmas in a while without any major COVID-19 restrictions. The BOM has forecast temperatures into the 40s across the southern states, the first time we've seen that this summer, with an extreme fire danger warning and significant risk of grass fires. There's also a risk of heat-related illnesses such as heat stress, heat exhaustion or heat stroke. People are reminded to drink plenty of water and stay cool. The Prime Minister, Anthony Albanese, has thanked those working today in his first Christmas message as PM, from those quote-unquote relaxing together to Australians who have Christmas central to their faith.
Not everyone gets to take it easy today. If you're rostered on somewhere, I want to say thank you for your service to others. If you're working because you've volunteered your time to make Christmas better for your fellow Australians, whether you're serving lunch to those in need or you're keeping our beaches safe, I want to express my gratitude and my admiration. The same goes to all our emergency service workers and of course all Australian Defence Force personnel, whether they're serving here or far from home overseas. Thank you to every single one of you.
Well, Boxing Day sales are forecast to break records this year. Data from the Australian Retailers Association shows Aussies are set to spend $23.5 billion during the sales. That's an increase of close to 8% from last year. Now, clothing sales should rise by more than 11%, while sales in department stores should rise close to 9%, both individually over the $1 billion mark. Well, overseas, at least 24 people are dead and 200 million affected as Americans are hit by a massive winter storm. Temperatures in some areas have dropped to below 0 degrees Celsius, and it looks like those conditions aren't going away anytime soon. US correspondent Jackson Gosnell has the latest developments from South Carolina.
Well, Leo, conditions are frigid here in the U.S. The pond behind me is frozen over. Sometimes people come to this park to skip rocks across the pond. They'll throw a rock and watch it skip across the water, but today it skips across the ice. And as you can expect, people are not used to these conditions here, at least in the southeast where I am. Where I'm standing right now, the temperature is about 8 degrees, and factored in with the wind, it feels like it is is just about 2 below zero. So it is very, very, very cold here in Celsius. For those of you in Australia, it is right now about minus 12 degrees here, and even colder when you factor in the wind chill. And temperatures are not going to rise and get warmer until a few days from now. It's going to be a very, very cold Christmas. It's really unprecedented for this time of year in this particular area, but we're lucky in the southeast that we're not as cold as places like Montana, as well as places to our north, which are even colder. And as a result of the cold weather, there is a lot of snow blanketing the country. This is all from an Arctic blast, and flights have been canceled throughout the country, causing a travel nightmare this year for Christmas. Hopefully those temperatures do indeed warm up before the new year so that everyone can get to where they need to go, but definitely unfortunate for travelers right now. It's also worth noting that even here where there is no snow, there are widespread power outages because this area is simply not used to the energy that is necessary to heat this many homes. Due to the electrical system kind of being overworked, there are intermittent power outages due to the enormous energy that it takes to heat those buildings and homes. So a lot happening here. The weather is causing major issues, but hopefully will warm up soon. Merry Christmas to all of you, and I'll send it back to you.
Jackson Gosnell there, and a Merry Christmas to him and all of you watching overseas. Of course, the United States just waking up now for December 25. So our thanks to him there. Now, it's Ivan and Melly with a look at what's making news right now on WAMN News.
Thanks, Leo. Tonight on our Christmas Day edition of WAMN News, Mark McGowan gets top grade for his performance in 2022. Peter Kennedy with his exclusive take.
Concerns over youth crime in WA this festive season as regional communities continue to call for help.
Suing for billions, Clive Palmer's legal action costs WA taxpayers more than $2 million.
And a sad note to end 2022. A vital community service in Perth closes shop. And later, Dr. Andrew Miller's comment. Join us tonight on the WAMN News Facebook page and YouTube channel.
Alright, thanks both Ivan and Melly in Perth there. Merry Christmas to them. Now taking a look at tomorrow's weather forecast right across this country, and we have warm conditions right around the nation. Brisbane partly cloudy, 28, 27 over in Sydney, 31 in Canberra, also 31 in Melbourne, though there'll be showers there, maybe not so good for the cricket. 23 down in Hobart, sunny, 35 in Adelaide, also 35, partly cloudy in Alice Springs, down to 24 in Perth, while in Darwin, thunderstorms expected with a warm but wet top of 31. A reminder of the top stories we're following on 6 News this hour, and the post-Christmas heatwave is said to begin around the nation just in time for the cricket as Aussies celebrate December 25 with family and friends. The BOM has forecast temperatures into the 40s across southern states, an extreme fire danger warning and significant risk of grass fires issued. And the Prime Minister Anthony Albanese has thanked those working today in his Christmas message, from those relaxing together to Australians who have Christmas central to their faith. It's his first Christmas message as PM. And that is 6 News for this hour. There is more news 24/7 on our website, SIXNewsAU.com, and on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and List. Just search 6NewsAU to find us. I'm Leonardo Puglisi. Thanks for your company. Hope you've had a very Merry Christmas. Good night.
When big news breaks,
It pains me to announce that I have no option but to resign from the office of Premier.
Reimpose Stage 3 stay-at-home restrictions effective from midnight tomorrow night.
6 News is there for you.
This was a scene of what some are describing as almost a riot, violent confrontations with police and protesters.
Bringing you up-to-the-minute coverage that's focused on the facts.
I just wrapped up a call with the Trump campaign.
The waters have begun receding in southeast Queensland now. The cleanup begins.
No matter the time.
Welcome to this 6 News major breaking news we have for you.
No matter the place,
Yes, sorry, I'm at the supermarket right now.
you'll always see it first right here on 6 News.